Okay, so today, Nam Academy, we're gonna find a high resource state. So for this, we have a little survey that we give out at intake. It has part A and it has a part B. Okay. So at Nam, it's way above our pay grade to say what is it inside of us, beyond us, that helps us. All we know is there is something inside of us and beyond us that helps us. We know that from like millions of people who get better with AA and other things. The thing is in order to use it, you gotta use it in a format that's acceptable to you. So whatever you experienced between the ages of 0 and 11 sets the tone for how you view spirituality and how you can access that energy. The words, if like dad was like mean to you, or mom was mean to you, and they also use the word God a lot and were religious, chances are you're gonna grow older and you're gonna have a very negative reaction to that word God. At Nam, what we do is we try to figure out ways that you can access that healing energy without triggering all that traumatic response. This comes from AA, which is the higher power of our own understanding. It has to be of your own understanding, it has to be of your own relation, and it has to be supportive and should not trigger you. So the access point for a lot of healing and trauma therapy, we have to find and build resources that do not trigger you. So this is a survey. I'm going to read out different words. Different words, different concepts, and I want you to just repeat them to yourselves 2 or 3 times. When you do that, and some of them, these words will make you angry, feel negative, you can just follow along and circle negative. 1 is negative, 3 is no effect, 2 is sort of negative, 3 is no effect, not good, not bad, just nothing. 4 is somewhat positive, good, feels good. 5 is great, super relaxing, nice. Okay? So I'm going to read the word, you're going to say it a few times to yourself. And these are just different qualities, positive things. And I want you to just, with an open mind, just repeat each one 2 or 3 times to yourself. And then just answer the survey. Okay? So the first one is, and there's no judgment. No one's going to judge you. If you're coming from a Christian background and you feel like Jesus should be not triggering, but you had a hard childhood and it's complicated, you might find that that's like a 4. But you might find like nature's a 5. If that doesn't make you a bad Christian or a bad person, it just makes it, there's some negativity associated with that you need to work through. And you need to work through it. So just go through it. And you're not going to offend anybody, and no one's going to look at it. It's all confidential. So the first one is essence of peace. Say that 2 or 3 times to yourself out loud. Whisper it to yourself. And then just notice your body response to it. Is it negative? Is it positive? 1 to 5 rated. Loving kindness. That's the next one. Just repeat it to yourself 2 or 3 times. Loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness. Notice, how that makes you feel. Next one is God, or whatever term you use for God. Vaheguru, Allah. The different terms that there are. Krishna, Bhagwan, all the very many terms. Creator. Say that a few times to yourself. Again, 1 is negative, 3 no effect, 5 super positive. Feel it in your body, and maybe make a note right next to it where you feel it in the body, on the right side. Maybe you feel it in your chest, maybe you feel it in your belly. Just write that chest, belly, or maybe just feel it in your head. Maybe you don't feel it anywhere. Just write down right to the side of that margin where you feel it in the body. Higher power. Say the words higher power to yourself a few times, 2 or 3 times. 1 to 5, rate it. Notice where you feel it in the body. It's a quick process. Source of peace. Rate it 1 to 5. Where you feel it in the body. Essence of love. One to 5, where you feel it in the body. If it feels negative, where do you feel it in the body? And if it's just in the brain, that's okay. Just keep writing brain, brain, brain. But just ask your question. Essence of love. Say that 2 or 3 times. Rate it 1 to 5. Notice where you feel it. Source of love. And you can reword any of these that you think, oh yeah, this would be good, but it would be better if you just took out this word or this, then just change it and then do that one. You don't have to go by exactly what's written here. Universe. 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 1 to 5, write it in your body. Universal consciousness.
What does that mean?
Universal consciousness, just it's the universe consciousness, and it may not mean anything to you. That's okay. Just say it a few times. One to 5. Where do you feel it in the body? Magical essence of nature. Magical essence of nature. Rate it 1 to 5. Notice where you feel it in the body. Write that down. Mother Nature. Sorry, and just if I can just ask you not to speak. Just while we're doing this, or just recording. Mother Nature. 1 to 5, rated in your body. Nature. So drop the mother, just nature. Because the brain works like Google. Some words will trigger you. I remember I had one guy, God, super mad. But Creator, super mad. Great Spirit, he was okay with that. Even though it means the same thing. Because the brain works like Google. The brain works like Google. And you're just not going to know what triggers you and what makes you feel relaxed. So you just try it out. So, Mother Nature may trigger you because it has the word mother in it, or nature or something, but then nature may not. May make you feel good. So just go with it. 1 to 5, notice where you feel it in the body, nature, and then ocean of peace. One to 5, where do you feel it in the body? Treasure of virtue.
So what is the meaning of treasure of virtue?
We can get into meanings after we're done. Just keep going. Treasure of virtue. 1 to 5. Whatever is out there that can help me. Repeat those words. Whatever is out there that can help me. One to 5, where do you feel it in the body? And next one's an acronym. Generating, Organizing, and Destroying Principle of the Universe. GOD. Generating, Organizing, Destroying Principle of the Universe. 1 to 5, where do you feel it in the body? Creator. Where do you feel that in your body? 1 to 5, say it a few times. Some people may add my creator to that. You can change it. A benevolent mystery of life.
I don't know what benevolent means.
Benevolent means well-meaning, good-natured, safe. Someone who's looking after for you is benevolent. One to 5. Where do you feel it in the body? And even if you don't feel anything in your body, just asking the question and just taking the first answer that pops up in your head and writing it down strengthens your ability to sense, because everything can be felt in the body. Recovery, a big part of it is learning to feel your mind in your body. Benevolent being. Say that 2-3 times. Benevolent being, benevolent being. 1 to 5, rated in your, where do you feel in the body? Source of all. One to 5, where do you feel it in your body? Great Spirit. One to 5, say it a few times. Where do you feel it in your body? Higher self. Higher self. Say that a few times. Higher self. Where do you feel it in your body? Highest self. One to 5, where do you feel it in your body? Say it a few times. Religious or spiritual figures of your choosing. So that could be Jesus. That could be Guru. That could be like one of the gurus. That could be a saint. That could be an angel. One person who was archangel, I think, like Raphael. He processed a lot of trauma with that. It could be fictional. It could be, whatever. It could just be angel. But religious or spiritual figures of your choosing, if you have one, just write down which one it is. And then, or if you have a couple that you want to try, you can try a couple. A lot of people connect to, the universe through saints and through figures. So 1 to 5. Where do you feel it in the body? 100% benevolent beings or supportive ancestors. 100% benevolent or supportive ancestors. 1 to 5. You can, if you have specific ancestors like grandmother or great-great-great-grandmother, you look to for support, then you can kind of say that. But even just 100% benevolent beings or supportive ancestors may Google the mind and connect you to something that's nice. Try it, say it, modify it. If you think there's something to you, rate it 1 to 5. And if you have other mantras or affirmations, say those. It can be a mantra, it could be Mool Mantra, it could be Vaheguru, could be Maranatha, or other like Ya Ali, Ya Muhammad. There's just whatever it is, say it a few times to yourself. Could be the Serenity Prayer. Rate it 1 to 5. Notice where you feel it in your body. And now, if you have any other ideas of something, so maybe this gave you some ideas, maybe your idea is not included on there, in which case, please do let us know what it is, because then we'll make the list bigger. All of these things are things people have used in the past to help process trauma and things. And in the next part of this exercise, you're going to take all the ones that are marked 5, if you have some 5s, Like let's say you have 3 or 4 that you marked at a 5. Now you're going to go through, and if you don't have any 5s, but you have like a couple of 4s, then just use the 4s. The ones you marked highest, what you're going to do is you're going to say those again 2 or 3 times. Each of them, and you're going to figure out which one is the best. Which one does something for you that none of the other ones do for you? Which of them make you feel a certain way that none of the other ones make you feel? And circle the one that's the best. And if it's a tie between 2 or 3, you're allowed to have that. But just go through now and circle whichever one feels the best. Say them all though, but don't just do it mentally, right? You know, if you like it was like Creator, Universe, Jesus, and God, say each of those a few times each. And then which one makes you feel like not like the good in a way like the other ones don't. No judgment, just because what we're looking for is a starting point for the affirmations that we are going to use to access and bridge your pain to your strengths. And just put your hand up when you've done that, when you finish that. Okay? Good. So, if you have 2 or 3 that feel equally good, you can just put them, write them down all together, and then say all 3 of them together. So it could be like loving kindness, essence of peace, and universe. So then just put those all 3 together. Loving kindness, essence of peace, and universe. Repeat that a few times. See how that makes you feel. It may make you feel really good. Different resources access different things. So maybe combining a few of these will make you feel even better. Maybe angels with and circle that. And when you have that, go on the second page. The second page is part B. And what you're going to do is you're going to put whatever you came up with on the previous page that made you feel good. And you're going to put that in each of those blanks that you see there. Just write it into each of those blanks in each of these affirmations. These are 3 affirmations. So write in whatever you came up with. Could be Jesus, could be God, could be loving kindness, could be nature. Whatever it is, but write the same one, the one that felt the best, or the combination that you came up with at the end of a couple of them, if that's what you did. It doesn't have to make a grammatical sense. The brain is beyond time and space. It does not work in grammar. It works in Google. So once you write it in, I want you to now read these affirmations twice. So the first one is blank, heal my stress. Please heal my stress, both conscious and subconscious. So for me, I'm going to write Vaheguru, please heal my stress, both conscious and subconscious, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to say those with whatever you wrote, and you're going to just notice how you feel it in your body. After you read it twice, circle. Actually, read it once, circle 1 to 5, how it made you feel, then read it again, and then underneath that, circle the second, how it made you feel the second time you read it. And then go on to the second question. And it's okay if these make you feel negative, that's fine. That gives us information. It's very helpful. And that first affirmation is blank may, yeah, you can see it. And then the second one is blank, whatever you put there. May the highest and wisest parts of me gently heal the parts of me relating to my most important block today. For the highest good and safe way, even this means outside of my awareness. Read that once with your word in there, your reference. 1 to 5.
Put you in there. God, essence of peace.
Good, perfect. Then just put those two in there. One to 5. And then read it again. Rate it 1 to 5. 1 is negative, 3 is no effect, 5 is really good. And then the last one is the non-SP, mind. Please mark all that activates, changes, shifts in any way in the mind or body or anything else as a result of this. Mind, please then communicate to higher resource state, whatever that is for you, higher power, God, essence of peace, whatever you came up with, to send what is needed to safely and gently address for the highest good, whatever has been marked, etc., etc. So read that once, fill out the thing, read it again, answer again 1 to 5. And just put your hand up when you're done. And if you're done, just answer the question at the bottom. Anything that surprised you about any of these activities? And then you can hand this paper back to the NOM staff, and then they can guide you further. Thank you. You have to understand that this process of finding things, it's like the right key fits in the right lock. The wrong key, you're going to be jiggling forever. It's not going to open. But you get the right key in the right lock and it opens, all of a sudden you have something very suddenly that you never had access to before. So in the world of trauma, we're always looking for that right key, that right reference point. And so this combination of words you're finding is to Google your mind in a way so that you can access true resources that then you can apply towards your suffering. So no judgment, just that's what we're doing. And if it's helpful, thank you. If this is offensive, my apologies. But thank you for engaging in the activity. Let's leave it at that.